Are you tired of your weight loss efforts being a little slow? Then let's get fasting. Hi, this is Pamela, and welcome to Motivation Sunday because we can't wait till Monday. Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about fasting. Last week, I put on my Worth the Weight Loss Facebook group a question asking if anybody was interested in doing a fasting challenge. So here I am. A few of you said yes, so I want to challenge you to fast. Now, what is fasting? Basically, it's just skipping meals. You could skip one meal, you could skip two meals, you could even stop eating for days, but I don't advise you to start out that way. Now, for the last 2 years, I've been doing what we call a 16-8 fast. And that means that for 16 hours a day, you're not eating. And for 8 hours, that's your eating window. Now, it sounds like a long time to not eat, but you know what? It's as simple as skipping your breakfast. You stop eating after dinner, and then you count 16 hours later, and that's when you have your lunch. It's easy. And, I'm the kind of person who grew up really believing that breakfast was the most important meal of the day. Really, I mean, I never skipped breakfast ever. I just thought I would die. And that's part of why I had the weight problems that I had growing up and into my adult years. And up until several years ago, I always ate breakfast. I felt like it was necessary. It was drilled into my head as a kid when I used to listen to all the cereal commercials saying, this cereal is a part of a nutritious breakfast, an important part of your day. And it's propaganda. They would just constantly say you had to have breakfast. So I obliged and I did. And honestly, breakfast was always my favorite meal of the day. And you know why? Because it was usually sweet. Now, I was a kid who didn't have the sweetest cereals. I grew up with two other sisters, and we would all have cereal. And I was the one who was the heaviest. And I was the one who always chose the healthiest cereals. I would choose cornflakes instead of frosted flakes. I preferred things like Raisin Bran, whereas my skinniest sister, and you know who you are, liked the junkiest cereals. She liked sugar corn pops and what is it, super sugar crisp and stuff like that. Um, but you know what? She was also the kind of person where if she wasn't hungry, she didn't eat. And I never got that. So anyway, all that just to say, you can skip breakfast. You're not going to die. And there are certain strategies that you can do in order to not be starving. One of those strategies is drink a lot of water. If you keep drinking water, you're going to fill up your stomach and you're not going to feel hunger as much. Just be careful. You don't want to drink too much because when you do drink a lot of water, you pee a lot, right? And you need to keep your electrolytes in balance. So if you are drinking a lot of water, maybe like throw a little bit of salt in there, good quality salt, not that cheap white table salt that has like no nutritional value. Okay, so you can do that. You can also have coffee, but don't have like the creamer and don't put sugar in it, okay? Because that will actually break the fast. Try to have black coffee, and if you have to have it sweetened, then, put some stevia in it or monk fruit sweetener. And that will really help suppress your hunger quite a bit. Exercise. That's another way that you can stop being hungry. Now, you could start walking or something. That's what I'm about to do when I'm done talking to you. That's why I look a hot mess. But you can actually start exercising when you're hungry, and the hunger goes away. So, there are lots of strategies that you have out there to help you get through that meal. So, if you want to join my challenge, tomorrow is going to be a 16-8 fasting challenge. Let me know if you're going to join me, okay? I'll hold you accountable. I want to see how you do with it. I want to see how you felt. Were you really that hungry? Did you feel as hungry as you thought you were going to feel? Or were you pleasantly surprised? Now, why do we want to fast? You don't have to fast, but fasting is a really quick and easy way, especially the 16/8 fast, quick and easy way of just, you know, reducing your calories by reducing one of your meals. Now, you don't want to take the other two meals and take those breakfast calories and apply them to the other two meals. That would defeat the purpose. So just have your normal lunch and your normal dinner. And that should really help you out a lot with reducing your calories. If you are already doing a 16/8 fast, then maybe it's time to switch it up a little bit. I've noticed that um, my weight loss has kind of stalled when I do 16/8 just because I've been doing it for so long. So that's why sometimes it's really good for me to switch it up. Lately, I've been switching it up a lot. I've tried a 24-hour fast. Now, not 24-hour fast, but 20 hours of not eating and 4 hours of an eating window. And that wasn't as hard as I thought either. If you could do the 16/8, you can easily move on to the 24/1. But you're definitely going to need to employ some of those strategies I mentioned before: water, coffee, exercise. Okay? Um, then after that, you can move on to a bigger fast. You can do OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. And that's all you do. Basically, you're kind of doing a 23/1 fast. So 23 hours of not eating anything and 1 hour of eating that 1 meal a day. Now, be careful with this one because you don't want to have a really small calorie meal. You're going to want to jack up your calories, maybe even a little bit more than you normally do for your dinner. So, I would not personally go under 1,000 calories if you're just doing 1 meal a day. I am not a doctor. I am a weight loss coach, but all the things that I'm telling you about fasting, these do not apply to the OptiBurn program, okay? So my ideas and my experience with fasting is post OptiBurn. So I'm not telling you that if you're currently doing the OptiBurn program, keep doing what you were told to do by your weight loss coach. But this is just for other people who maybe aren't even doing a weight loss program and they just want to try something new. So I told you before that one of the reasons that you would do fasting is to reduce your calories. It's an easy way to reduce your calories. But I didn't tell you the other reasons for fasting. One of them is simply just to give your body a rest. If you're eating all the time, some people eat 6 small meals a day. I cannot do that. Um, it just feels like too much for me. So it's good to give your body a break, give your digestive system a break. So that's what fasting does. You give your body a rest when you sleep, and then you break the fast at breakfast. But you give yourself a little more of a break when you have an extended fast, like the 16/8 or the 24 or the OMAD, the 1 meal a day. Another reason that people fast is for religious purposes. Maybe they want to hear from God. They want clarity on things that He might want them to do in their life. And that's why they fast. And, last Friday, I did my first OMAD day. Okay. I had 1 meal. Let me tell you, that day was awesome. I had a great day because I wasn't focused on what I'm going to eat today, because I wasn't focused on counting calories and all that stuff. I didn't have to prepare food. I did something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I wrote. And let me tell you, I wrote for like almost 8 hours. That was unbelievable. Almost 8 hours of the day I spent to writing. I never do that. But I'm so glad, like, I had this mental clarity because I didn't have blood sugar spikes or, and a foggy brain and stuff like that. I was thinking so clearly, and I was just an idea generator. It was amazing. So that's another great reason to try a longer fast, is that it frees you up so that you can use your brain resources for something else and not thinking about what am I going to make for lunch. So there you go, folks. Those are different types of fasts that I've tried, and you can try too. So I'm going to challenge you. Who wants to join me tomorrow for a 16/8 fast? And then Wednesday, who wants to join me for a 24 fast? And then finally on Friday, who wants to do an OMAD day with me? I'm going to put this stuff all on Facebook and Instagram to remind you of when I'm doing which fasts. But let me know if you're going to do it with me. I hope you will. And of course, if you don't feel good, stop, okay? You don't have to keep going. You can stop. Listen to your body always, all right? That's all for now, folks. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week on Motivation Sunday, because we can't wait till Monday. Ciao for now. Love you all. Mwah.